The other day I was driving 56 in a 30, and the cop pulled me over. You're aware why I'm pulling you over? I'm like, probably because I was doing 56 in a 30. You know, could have been that, or it could have been the fact that you're a fan and you wanted to talk with me about my concepts, my art concepts. He's like, no, it was because you were driving 52 in a 30. And I go, sure, let me pull out my license. And I went like this. And he's like, okay, number one, that's not you. I'm like, number one, it is me. And he goes, are you f***ing kidding me? That's you? I'm like, yeah, it is me. 1988. He's like, man, you look better now. Exactly. We get better with age when you're an artiste. We're out here in the city talking about keeping it fresh. I look around, that's what I mean. Look around your environment for ideas. When I saw the Little Caesars logo, it made me think of the idea of I'll play every other song for free. I'll play every other concert for free, 1 for 1. Are you kidding me, man? Most stars in the industry, they want to make a lot of money. And so if you can help their bottom line, you have a larger chance of getting the gig. I mean, it helps if you can play, I'll tell you that. But being able to play and also throw in some incentives these days. Everybody is throwing in incentives. Buy one, get one free. American Rug Laundry, 50% off today. That's stuff that artists have to think about too, man. I go into a coffee shop and I see some hideous digital print photograph of somebody's dog, and the price tag is $800. Are you out of your mind? William Eggleston doesn't sell photographs for $800, and you're gonna sell me a photo of a parrot? One thing that you can compare yourself to, if you're someone that keeps evolving, is that you keep flowing as an artist. Are you gonna be some that has a couple of riffs and you play those riffs the rest of your life, and pretty soon everyone's just like, God, if we hire him again, it's just gonna be like, yes, he plays that groove and he does this and does that. So many artists get stuck in a rut. They get celebrated by one thing and then they like try something else, their fans backlash on them, and then they're just like, F it, I'm just gonna do my riff until I'm dead because I gotta get paid. Every time I get caught in that trap, I go and take a look at the old Miss. The Mississippi River, and I think to myself, she keeps on flowing. That's not the same water. It's not the same water that I'm watching, but it's the same river. And I say that to myself. Don't be the same water, be the same river. And that's how you get the gig. Hey, we're back. We're doing little snippets here because we're out and about. It's a little bit like the Guy Fieri, Drivers, Dive-Ins, and Dives, or whatever it's called. A lot of people come down on Guy Fieri. I'm like, okay, dudes. I mean, talk about some low-hanging fruit. I mean, the guy just, he just wants to have a good time, support his family. What's the big deal, you know? Sometimes he says some shit that he seems to know what he's talking about sometimes. So what if he looks like, you know, like the conga player for Sugar Ray? Hey, welcome back to Rational Funk. Joe and I are out here looking for inspiration, looking for ideas, things we can take and funnel into perhaps some, you know, new concepts on the drums, new concepts for composition. You know, sometimes, like I said, it's important to get out of the studio, clear your head. You know, a lot of cats are like, oh man, I'm going to shed this drum corps pattern for 10 hours a day. I mean, I did it myself. I told you, I used to take certain patterns and play them, like I said, 19, 20 hours a day for sometimes a couple of years. People are like, wait a minute, Dave, when did you sleep? Sleep. I'll sleep when I'm dead. That's what I used to say to those guys. And then that became a pretty popular t-shirt and a pretty popular saying at some point. The other saying that I came up with, by the way, that a lot of people don't, you know, there's a lot, is I am the guy that said, listen, if you've got I had this idea, and I know that I had this idea first, but if you've got a baby in your car, you should put a sticker up or some side of sign that says, hey, I got a baby in here. I think it's important. And then all of a sudden, bam, baby on board everywhere. It's sort of like, okay, I wish I would have copywritten that shit. Okay, so they went for it? Okay, John Mayer gig, and he said he would go for paying me every third gig. Not bad. How long's the tour? 2 shows. How does that work? I'll call you back. You know, sometimes an idea can backfire on you. I mean, listen to all the electronic sounds. Electronic beep, bop, bop. Electronic drums. Electronic music, computer music. I like it. There's no need to be intimidated by the drum machine, by electronic drums. These are a tool. That's all they are. They will never be a drummer. That's not what they're for. And most great electronic musicians or computer musicians will tell you this isn't about replacing what a drummer is. This is a different medium. There's no reason to get angry about electronic music and get intimidated by. Jeez, that is pretty good. It'd be pretty difficult to replicate that kind of thing on acoustic drums, wouldn't it, Otis? Right? It's got kind of a vibe that I guess would be kind of difficult. Let me see. Whoa. Drum machines are kind of cool. You know, they sound pretty cool. You know what? It's okay to face the facts sometimes that maybe the fact is that machines can do everything better than human beings.
That isn't true.
That's true. You're right, Oat. That isn't true. Captain said John Henry, gonna bring my steam drill round. Gonna bring my steam drill round the job. Gonna hook that steel on down. I'm gonna hook that steel on down. Now we'll do a computer version.
Yeah, man. Beep, 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 beep. Captain said John Henry, going to bring that steam drill around. Beep, beep. Going to bring that steam drill around the job. Gonna hook that steel on down. Beep. Gonna hook that steel on down.